Hi there, football fans, and welcome to Transfermarkt TV International. My name is Trevor Evans, bringing you the latest news, rumours and statistics from across the world of football. And it's that time of year again. Neymar is injured. It's his sister's birthday, and you can almost count on it. He's going to be injured or suspended, as he has been for the last 7 years. He was forced from the action this week in the 54th minute due to injury, with Pochettino announcing he could be out for a few weeks, in turn missing the Champions League games against Barcelona. The Brazilian superstar has missed a significant number of games this season through injury, but still on the verge of signing a new mega deal to stay at Paris Saint-Germain a few years longer, because when he plays, he has an impact. 13 goals and 6 goals in 18 games. Also of note in the game was the competitive debut of exciting 17-year-old Dutch talent Xavi Simons. Tipped for a huge future, it was exciting for fans to get a glimpse of the teen sensation in action. 17-year-old Harvey Elliott was snapped up on a free transfer from Liverpool upon his 16th birthday. In England, a fee needs to be settled by tribunal if the two clubs cannot agree a fee themselves. Fulham were holding out for €11.4 million, but came away with still a record €4.9 million settlement, spread out and based on appearances. The right winger is currently on loan at Blackburn Rovers in the Championship, where he is gaining invaluable first-team experience, netting 4 and assisting 8 in 22 games. He's got a bright future at Anfield, and this is much more than what Liverpool would need to pay to sign a player of such potential in the current market. For example, Jude Bellingham cost Dortmund €23 million just 1 year later in his career. Midfield juggernaut YAYA TOURE has retired from playing and will now take up a coaching role at OLIMPIK Donetsk in Ukraine. The 37-year-old Ivory Coast Premier League, Champions League, La Liga winner and 4 times African Player of the Year, and one of the best in his position on the day. Early on in his playing career, he did feature playing for Metalburg Donetsk in Ukraine, who no longer exist. 26-year-old Spanish international fullback JONNY has been rewarded with a new contract at Molineux. He was a regular in the first team last season, but struggled for injuries so far this season. His new deal will keep him at Wolves until 2025. Wolves signed him from Atletico Madrid for €21 million in 2019, for whom he made no senior appearances for. 19-year-old attacking midfielder Jacob Ramsey has signed a new contract at Aston Villa until 2025. He has featured sparingly 13 times this season and has convinced the coaching team he has a future at the club. On the theme of young talent making it at their local club, Dominic Cornes has signed his first pro contract at Liverpool. The 17-year-old is hoping to follow the recent footsteps of Curtis Jones into the central midfield position of the first team. He has a knack for scoring goals direct from corner kicks, bagging 2 in 1 game earlier this season. 29-year-old Morocco international left-back Achraf Lazar joined the Magpies in 2016 from Palermo for £2.5 million, but only made 10 appearances for the first team. He had a series of loans back and forth in Italy, but he's now terminated his contract at Newcastle United and moved down to Watford. He'll be wearing the number 17 shirt, and he'll be hoping to make more of an impact with the Hornets. Now, the piece about Kepa really got us thinking. Most expensive goalkeeper in the history of football. Who are the other 4? Who make up the top 5? So we're going to dig into that a little bit deeper. In 5th position, Thibaut Courtois was signed by Real Madrid from Chelsea in 2018-2019 for €35 million. Up next in 4th, and still a hot shot within the first team and making wonders at Manchester City, Ederson was signed from Benfica for €40 million. And the only one on the list not to take place between 2017-2018, big year for goalkeepers, is Gianluigi Buffon, who was signed for €52.9 million. Up next, the man at Anfield, Alisson, big impact since his move from Roma to Liverpool for €62.5 million in 2018. And top of the list, Kepa, considered to be a flop, signed for €80 million from Athletic Bilbao on his way to Stamford Bridge. And a little bit of conversion taking place here. Buffon, in today's money, obviously that deal's from 2001, that deal will be worth €72 million, putting him into 2nd position, but still, Kepa remains top of the pile. And it's not just the players we have a love and appreciation for here at Transfermarkt. We also seem to like some coaches. Guardiola, he's setting records everywhere he goes. In the Premier League, he's won 200 games at Manchester City faster than anyone else at any other club. He's completed the 200 wins in 268 games. Very impressive from the Spaniard. But obviously he's not the first to make 200 wins at a specific club. In 5th position, David Moyes in 472 games. 4th position, Arsene Wenger delivered titles at Highbury as well. Sir Alex, no one's going to be able to compete with him in terms of silverware, but he achieved his first 200 wins in 342 games. Jose Mourinho, his time in Chelsea, first time round of course, 309 games to get his 200 wins. Top of the stack, Guardiola delivered plenty of titles, lots of silverware, but still missing that Champions League. 268 games to get us 200 wins. And there was actually an honourable mention for Jorge Jesus from Lisbon, who managed to get 200 wins in 288 games, not too far behind Guardiola, but still in the Portuguese league, not the Premier League. What's not to love about Marcus Rashford off the pitch and on the pitch? Off the pitch is charity work, on the pitch, United fans loving him. 250 games, he's the 4th youngest player to do so in Manchester United's history, with many, many more to come. And with victory last night, Bayern Munich have completed a 100% record in all the competitions they played this year. They have come out victorious. 6 titles, with the Club World Cup being added to their collection last night. Congratulations to the team and Hansi Flick in his senior year, where he's managed to take the team to new heights that were undeemed before. Whilst the transfer window is of course closed, there's still going to be plenty of speculation about what's going to happen in the summer. Where can players improve, where can teams improve, and who's going to be taking whom where. So, first up, not really a mover, but John Stones has reignited his career. He's been able to form a partnership with Ruben Dias at the centre of City's defence, and he's bounced back from an error-prone defensive liability to a rock. And City want to tie him down to a new deal and secure his long-term future at the Etihad. The 26-year-old England international was signed from Everton for €55 million in 2016 and has played a total of 153 games for the Citizens. His market value dropped from 60 million to 25 million euros in the last 12 months. But we expect this to increase in the next valuation, considering his turn of fortune. They may have scored 43 in 22 games this season, but with Aguero becoming less available through injury and his contract due to expire in the summer, Manchester City need more firepower. City's only recognised striker is Gabriel Jesus, and as such they've been linked with 2 proven Premier League goal scorers, Romelu Lukaku and Danny Ings, who's making things happen at Southampton. Do either of these 2 options get City fans excited? Is there someone else they'd like to see? Harry Kane could be tempted if Spurs continue to flounder mid-table and underachieve, and Inter could be desperate to sell Lukaku or even Martinez to appease their drastic financial situation. Liverpool's current midfield woes continue and are compounded by their central defence issues since Henderson and Fabinho are having to fill in. Naby Keita suffers from injuries, Milner is ageing, and Wijnaldum is expected to leave in the summer on a free. The Reds are looking to Borussia Mönchengladbach to fill the void, with both Neuhaus and Zakaria being linked as first choice options. 23-year-old German international Florian Neuhaus has been on fire this season, and he has a minimum fee of €40 million in his contract. However, they're not alone in tracking him. Dortmund are also interested. Up next, 24-year-old Swiss international defensive midfielder Denis Zakaria has turned down the latest contract offer in the hope of forcing a move, with his contract due to expire in 2022. He was signed from the Young Boys in 2017 for €12 million, and he is a first-team regular, making 113 appearances, bagging 9 and assisting 6. However, Spurs, ManCity and Atletico Madrid are been linked with a move for him. Football transfer guru Fabrizio Roman has suggested that Manchester United have not contacted Sergio Ramos as yet anyway, but that does not mean that they won't be making a move anytime soon. The 34-year-old Spanish legend is holding out for a 2-year contract, with Real Madrid unwilling to comply. However, he remains a first-team regular and essential to their setup, although he's currently out injured, leaving Ramos assessing his options and contemplating a new challenge, potentially in the Premier League. Alternatively, Manchester United are assessing a big money deal for Leipzig's other central defender. Not Upamecano, the other one. 21-year-old French centre-back Konate has played a total of 86 games for the first team since signing from Sochaux on a free transfer in 2017. With the current market value of 35 million euros, it's expected to take 45 million euros to get the deal done. But he is a much longer-term option than Ramos. And with the return to form of Maguire, it could mean Konate is the preferred option. However, there is a queue of other suitors: Liverpool, Chelsea and Bayern, to name a few. LA Galaxy are undeterred by Boca Juniors' resolve and have made another bid for Cristian Pavón. The Argentina international spent last season on loan at the Galaxy, and now they want to make it permanent. A $10 million deal for 70% of his rights was rejected, with Boca holding out for more. Okay then guys, that's all we have for you this week. It's been a pleasure. We look forward to hearing from you. Comments, likes, shares below. Tell us who you think ManCity should sign up front and whether Liverpool should get a new central midfielder. Until next time, take it easy. Have a great weekend. Bye bye.